Let's bring in political commentator Priya Patel, president of Georgetown University College Republican Shay McInnes, and campus reform reporter Emily Sturge. Thank you all for coming on. I want to play some sound because this is the president talking about people like you that are working more. Watch.
Think about that. Any time in the history of our country, more working today, and 100% of all jobs created under my administration have been in the private sector.
Yeah, and Shay, the interesting thing about all that is that a lot of those jobs are being filled by Gen Z. Your thoughts?
Yeah, it's really true. The president laid out an economic miracle. His economic agenda is so particularly tailored to my generation that has anxiety about finding jobs and starting families. And from his vital tariffs to his tax cuts to even his policies on housing and healthcare, this president is fighting for my.
Your thoughts on that?
I mean, the president's State of the Union, Trace, I mean, it just made me want to wave the American flag and play Lynyrd Skynyrd's Freebird, and that's exactly what our generation has been doing for the past week. Just check out social media. And a reminder, Generation Z fueled the president's return back to the White House, and he spent a lot of his first State of the Union highlighting the stories of young people and Gen Z patriots, the late, great Charlie Kirk, Irina Zarutska, National Guard member Sarah Beckstrom, and then Sergeant Andrew Wolf was there, the Coast Guard member there who saved those young girls in Texas. And then, of course, the American hockey team. It was a beautiful story of the American comeback, a story of liberty and independence ahead of America's 250th birthday.
You weren't saying, who's Lynyrd Skynyrd, were you? You're like, who's Lynyrd Skynyrd? What is he talking about there? What did you think about? I mean, that whole thing, he talked about the economy, he kept young people. It really is true that there was kind of this uplifting. And listen, we're looking out for you as well.
Absolutely. I mean, President Trump's State of the Union tonight was really for the American people. And again, like we said, specifically for Gen Z. I mean, we've been facing a affordability crisis and job scarcity for an incredibly long time, and at least for my entire adult life. And these are top priorities for the president, and he made that evidently clear in tonight's address.
I want to play this sound because this is the president on young people and faith. And Erica Kirk was there as well tonight. Watch.
There has been a tremendous renewal in religion, faith, Christianity, and belief in God. Tremendous renewal. This is especially true among young people, and a big part of that had to do with my great friend, Charlie Kirk.
I mean, Shay, they didn't even stand when he was talking about Christianity, and Charlie Kirk didn't stand at that. What do you think? Quickly.
Yeah, it's just utterly shocking. I mean, very simply, after years of secularism just really destroying so many of the facets of this country, young people are returning to God, love of Jesus, love of our families, and pride in our nation. And these are the values that are going to restore America.
Yeah, and I mean, and you know, let's face it, Erica Kirk has been a big part of that, Emily.
Generation Z is leading a conservative boom, a military recruitment boom, a patriotic boom. Yes, Turning Point USA is behind a lot of that. But the president, more than anything, has fueled all of those fantastic cultural phenomenons. The past year of this administration really is proof of that.
And it's amazing. I thought you're going to stand when they talk, hey, faith and Christianity are back. You think some Democrats would stand. They stayed seated.
Yeah, you would think so. And when President Trump immediately after that said that we stand up against all political violence, a lot of Democrats continue to sit down. And that shows you exactly what the party represents right now.
Yeah, it really is. The party seems to be a little bit baffled at what their next move should be. Yep. Priya, Shay, Emily, thank you all. We appreciate your time. And thank you for watching.